And now, Drew Hinesley with News Channel 12 Sports.
ECU had a big test tonight in the UTEP Miners, who are 4-1 and in third place in Conference USA. Coaches against cancer night, so Coach Lebo and all the guys were in sneakers that will be auctioned for charity. Miguel Paul for 3 here. He had 20 on the night. Then Kemp finds Sampson inside for 2. Sampson would injure his left knee and would leave the gym on crutches. No word yet on what happened or his condition. Then Armstrong with the jam down low. Armstrong had a big night. Paul again for 3. The Pirates led for pretty much the entire second half, but it was never more than a 2-possession game, and that kept the crowd in it the entire way. A great crowd tonight at Minges. And the reason it stayed close because the Miners kept banging away inside with John Bohannon and then Chris Washburn, the namesake of the Chris Washburn, former NC State and NBA star. Then Gilmet, nice pass inside to find Kemp. Give him an open look, and then Paul falling down finds Gilmet for 2. ECU superfan Marianne McCray in the building tonight. And then this shot from Mackenzie Moore would tie it at 65 with less than 30 seconds to play. You can see the clock ticking down top left corner. Miguel Paul with the ball. He's going to hold it. He wants this last shot. He drives to the right, in the lane, up, kiss off the glass, and good. Pirates 67, UTEP 65, only 4.4 seconds away from another heart-stopping victory. But the Miners would get one last look. Mackenzie Moore going to let it go from 30 feet out, and he hits it at the buzzer to break the hearts of Pirate Nation. UTEP wins it 68-67. ECU falls to 3-3 in conference play. They have to regroup quickly because undefeated first place Memphis comes to town on Wednesday night. Conference USA scores in a minute, but first, the big showdown in Raleigh between number 18 NC State and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Old school unis for the Pack, and CJ Leslie getting some old school FaceTime in the paint. Leslie had 17 points, 10 rebounds on the night. The Pack gets 93% of its scoring from the starting 5, but tonight TJ Warren came off the bench and gave them 19 points. How about 2 more from Warren? This sick jam here would knock it down. Wolfpack hasn't beaten the Heels in the last 13 tries. Would tonight be any different? If Reggie Bullock has anything to do about it, it won't be any different. 3 of his 10 on the night right there. Then Scott Wood on the wing, turnaround three-pointer. It's good and 1, and the Heels lose finally to the Pack. Wolfpack wins at 91-83. Both teams back on the floor and on the road Tuesday night. Heels in Boston, Pack in Charlottesville. The top-ranked Duke Blue Devils were hosting an upset-minded Maryland team this afternoon. Freshman sensation Rashid Suleiman lights out from long range today, 6 of 8 beyond the arc. The Blue Devils might have found that deep threat to replace injured senior Ryan Kelly. Suleiman with a game-high 25 points. But Suleiman not the only Blue Devil that likes to send it in from deep. Seth Curry, 3 of his 13 on the afternoon. Then the highlight of the day, point guard Quinn Cook slashes to the hoop. Shot going to be off the mark, but Mason Plumlee with the no-look reverse follow slam. Give it one more look, and the Blue Devils pound the Terrapins 84-64 and improve to 4-2 in ACC play. Next up for Duke, a trip to Wake on Wednesday night. This afternoon, Wake allowed Georgia Tech to pick up their first ACC win. Rambling Wreck wins it by 20. In Conference USA action, Memphis remains undefeated by beating Marshall 73-72. And the other undefeated team in the conference, Southern Miss, on the road at Tulsa. Golden Eagles hang on with a 62-59 victory. And before we go, I wanted to show you some hardy souls that took part in a disc golf tournament today in freezing New Bern. Folks, it took me about 5 minutes out there, and then I couldn't feel my hands anymore. I have absolutely no idea how these guys played 36 holes out there. As for the winners, they were all winners simply for surviving the event. And speaking of weather, after the break, we'll check with Ellen to see when some warm temperatures come back to Eastern Carolina. You're watching News Channel 12 at 11.